In today's headlines, more incentives for Japanese investors. Vietnamese firms urged to cooperate to crack Myanmar market. And FPT Retail opens second official Apple outlet in Ho Chi Minh City. Hello, you're watching Daily Biz on VTV International, and I'm Lan Anh from Hanoi. First, we look at the changes in the stock market today.
Shares managed to post gains despite the decline in the Upcom index. On the Ho Chi Minh City Stock Exchange, the VN index added 3.35 points, reaching 395.12 points, with a trading volume of 23.824 million shares, worth $18.7 million US. The VN30, tracking the top 30 shares, gained 3.71 points to reach 460.23 points. On Hanoi Stock Exchange, the HNX index marched 0.07 points higher, standing at 56.29 points. The Upcom index, the measure of 131 unlisted public companies, down 0.08 points to close at 39.11 points.
Now following our stock report is the list of the biggest gainers and losers of the day. Minister of Planning and Investment Bùi Quang Vinh and Chairman of the Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry Okamura on Tuesday signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in investment promotion. At the working session, Deputy Minister of Planning and Investment Đào Quang Thu said the Vietnamese government was interested in attracting foreign investment with the focus on devising policies to lure investors and provide human resources. The minister affirmed that there would be more incentives to assist Japanese businesses to invest in Vietnam. The government has also prioritized training human resources for rural areas, industrial and export processing zones, and other training programs, he said, adding that Vietnam also encourages investment in vocational training establishments as well as small and medium-sized enterprises or SMEs. The Vietnamese government will assist Japanese SMEs in tax, land, and human resources training. Now, in response to current economic difficulties, many enterprises have sought cooperation to stabilize and develop their market. Vietnam's Kingdo Corporation, or KDC, and Japanese confectioner Izaki Glico have agreed to make KDC the official distributor of Pocky chocolate coated pretzel sticks, a strategic Glico product for the Vietnamese market. This luxury product has found a popularity in Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, and India. It is expected that the total turnover of Pocky and other products distributed in Vietnam will reach $47.96 million after a 4-year period. Cooperation not only helps increase the turnover of the two enterprises, but also offers more choices to consumers. The Vietnam Foreign Investment Agency has announced that FDI inflows into Vietnam have decreased in comparison with a year ago.
In the first 9 months of 2012, FDI disbursements were estimated at $8.1 billion, roughly matching last year's figures. However, registered FDI capital only totaled $9.53 billion, representing a 27.9% decline in comparison with the first 9 months of 2011. Almost half of the registered FDI in the period came from Japan with 203 new FDI projects and 82 capital-added projects, with a total capital of 4.68 billion US dollars. Most FDI projects in Vietnam this year were small and medium in scale. In the first half of 2012, remittance inflows into Vietnam also dropped, reaching only 6 billion US dollars, down 500 million US dollar year on year.
With its population of 60 million, Myanmar offers an enticing consumer market as domestic production only capable of meeting 20% of demand and 90% of consumers and industrial products have to be imported. However, Vietnam only ranks the 12th in list of exporters to Myanmar, despite Vietnamese goods suiting this emerging market. Vietnamese firms are being encouraged to study the market, work together, and act fast to take advantage of trade and investment opportunities in Myanmar as it opens its doors wider to foreign investors.
Myanmar mainly imports consumer products from China and Thailand. In recent years, Vietnam has exported a few products to Myanmar, but they account for a very small market share compared to other countries.
There are still many difficulties in exporting to foreign markets. It is costly and also risky for enterprises to look for different ways of export.
Distributors for 40 Vietnamese food brands in Myanmar are facing challenges, according to the CT Group, as the country's policies on trade and investment remain unclear and face cumbersome administrative procedures.
It is difficult to build a brand name in Myanmar when importers obtain products directly from exporters. However, there will be more cost saving if exports are channeled through business cooperation. This way, firms can together build a brand name and develop distribution strategies. It would be more convenient to transport freight with combined goods from different businesses. In a business cooperation, there are many experienced people who can help us to avoid making risky investments as well as save costs. There will be also more time to look for business partners.
Myanmar enterprises usually prefer to meet and discuss directly before signing business contracts. Due to this, many enterprises in Ho Chi Minh City will be supported with brand building and other preferential policies when doing business in Myanmar.
In the coming time, Ho Chi Minh City will open support offices for enterprises in Yangon City.
During the first 6 months of this year, two-way trade turnover between Vietnam and Myanmar reached 130 million US dollars, up nearly 66% compared with the same period last year. This figure could rise further in the near future if the state-owned enterprises engage in successful partnerships with Myanmar firms. Business cooperation is a good strategy that can help Vietnamese businesses to be strong enough to compete in the world market.
Vietnam earned over 2 billion US dollars from exporting agroforestry and fishery products in September, pushing total revenue for 9th month of this year to 20 billion US dollars, according to a report from the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development.
According to the report, agricultural products brought home 11 billion US dollars, up 6.2% from the same period of last year. Most products saw rises in both volume and value, except for rice, rubber, and pepper. China has become Vietnam's largest rice importer since the beginning of this year. Coffee contributed nearly 3 billion US dollars to the country's farm produce exports. The growth was attributable to rising demand from Germany and the US, the largest consumers of Vietnam's coffee. Wood and wood products export reached nearly 3.4 billion US dollars. Almost all of Vietnam's key markets saw strong growth, including the US, China, and Japan. Aquatic products brought in an estimated 4.5 billion US dollars, up 3.5% over the same period last year. The US remained the top importer of Vietnam's seafood.
The Ho Chi Minh City's Department of Taxation on Tuesday worked with the Bank for Investment and Development of Vietnam, BIDV, on the implementation of e-transaction among local enterprises and tax agencies. According to an agreement between the two sides, the BIDV will allow its clients to use the payment portal Pay24 free of charge to declare and pay tax. Representatives from the Ho Chi Minh City's taxation department said that the service is expected to help agencies boost non-cash tax payments and reduce the time wasted by taxpayers. Now, as usual, let's have a look at the updated foreign exchange rates as of today, September the 26th. In other news, Ernst & Young Chairman and CEO James Turley has expressed his optimism about Vietnam's economic development and coping well with the economic difficulties that have affected many other countries.
The chairman of the world's fourth largest auditing firm said that many of the problems Vietnam faced were related to bad debt, fiscal deficits, and asset price bubbles. However, Vietnam has been able to control the inflation, and the country also has many. While natural resources and geographical location are not a main focus for Ernst & Young, the auditing giant expressed its optimism about the country's human resource potential. With a population of nearly 50 million people aged below 30, a group of young and dynamic entrepreneurs have begun stepping into the international market. James Turley claimed that Vietnam should concentrate on developing private enterprises and enabling small and medium-sized firms to operate and organize training courses on management skills. Most importantly, Vietnam should help its enterprises to become familiar with international business standards.
The FPT retail company on Tuesday morning officially opened its second authorized Apple outlet at Ho Chi Minh City's Lê Lợi Street, District 1. FPT Retail also announced that it would apply a new brand name to the Apple retail chain in Vietnam. The iStore premium chain will be renamed as App Stores. FPT's representative said that as the official distributor of Apple products, it has made a commitment to Apple to open about 10 such stores from now to the year end. According to Vietnamese network operators, there are currently about 800,000 activated iPhones in Vietnam. A local tour operator serving Russian guests has said that starting from next month, Russian tourists who visit the country's southern central coastal cities will be able to take chartered flights to Ho Chi Minh City.
Anh Duong Limited Company is working with Vietnam Airlines on chartering aircraft to carry tourists from Cam Ranh International Airport in Khánh Hòa Province to Tân Sơn Nhất International Airport in Ho Chi Minh City. At present, there is only one daily chartered flight operating between Cam Ranh and Ho Chi Minh City. However, during the peak session from next month until the first few months of 2013, the number of tourists will rise sharply. Therefore, Anh Duong is negotiating with Vietnam Airlines on chartering planes to carry tourists on the Ho Chi Minh City-Cam Ranh route. The company's representative has said from October the 15th to April the 30th, there will be 3 chartered flights daily, bringing Russian visitors to Cam Ranh Airport. It is estimated that the total number of Russian tourist arrivals on chartered flights during this period will reach 100,000, doubling last year's figures.
And that's all we have for today's Economic Bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. I see you more next time.